Good morning, students. In the last class, we have started with a new chapter, that is public sector banking. Okay. Now, this public sector banks, ये जो banks है after nationalization, मोस्ट ऑफ द शेयर्स वर अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट. ओके. तो जब 50% से ज़्यादा शेयर्स कोई भी बैंक के अगर गवर्नमेंट के पास है तो उसको क्या बोला जाता है? पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स. सो इन दैट वी हैव सीन व्हाट इज़ पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक. उसके बाद हम लोगों ने देखा उसके फीचर्स देखे, व्हाट आर द फीचर्स ऑफ पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक. देन वी हैव सीन व्हाट इज स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया एंड वी हैव स्टॉप्ड एट इवोल्यूशन ऑफ स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया हमारे कंट्री में कैसे आ गया? फर्स्ट इट वाज three presidency bank, that was Bank of Kolkata, Bank of Madras and Bank of Bombay. These three banks were merged and Imperial Bank was formed. And after nationalization ये जो Imperial Bank था, okay, इसका major stakes किसने लिया? गवर्नमेंट ने लिया. अराउंड 60% स्टेक किसने लिया? गवर्नमेंट ने ले लिया. So this government, when they took the stake of the bank, what happened? They became they renamed the bank. Imperial Bank को नया नाम दे दिया. वो क्या था? State Bank of India. So today we are going to see what are the functions of State Bank of India. तो State Bank के functions को उन्होंने divide किया. The first function is central banking function. Second one is ordinary function. Third one is promotional function. एंड फोर्थ वन इज अदर फंक्शन. ऐसे उन्होंने 4 हिस्सों में फंक्शंस को डिवाइड किया है. Now this central bank, okay, they enjoy the status of being the largest bank of India. उसके बहुत सारे branches है. So that's why this State Bank of India enjoy the status of being the largest bank in the country. Okay. Because recently due to the mergers, okay, mergers से क्या हो गया? It became the largest term in terms of assets. Okay, asset की जो size है, world में जो asset size है उसमें State Bank of India is the largest bank. Okay. And दिस ये जो स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया है उसके जो फंक्शंस है दे आर डिवाइडेड इनटू 4, दैट इज सेंट्रल बैंक, देन ऑर्डिनरी फंक्शंस, सेंट्रल बैंकिंग फंक्शंस, प्रमोशनल फंक्शंस एंड अदर फंक्शंस. सो लेट्स सी व्हाट आर द सेंट्रल बैंकिंग फंक्शन. ओके. As we all know, State Bank of India act as an agent of RBI. RBI के agent की तरह काम करता है because RBI doesn't have any branches. So all the functions are rendered by RBI to the SBI. Okay, SBI को render किया जाता है. जो भी functions है they are taken care by the RBI's whatever functions are there, they are taken care by State Bank of India. ओके. सो हियर स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया का फर्स्ट फंक्शन क्या है? दैट इज द सेंट्रल बैंकिंग फंक्शन इज मेंटेनिंग द करेंसी. सो RBI has the only, that is Reserve Bank of India has the right to issue currencies. So here all the offices which are available in the big cities, okay, जैसे कि big cities में जो offices है, they have all this whatever branches जो है उनके offices कहाँ हैं? Big cities में है. Reserve Bank of India is in Bombay, Delhi, so they are in only few cities. But State Bank of India has large number of branches. Okay, they have बहुत सारे branches है State Bank of India के लिए. So this is a advantage for Reserve Bank of India. Okay, it is everywhere over the country. So whatever currencies are there, they are maintained by the State Bank of India. So here RBI's currency is maintained by State Bank of India. So this currency is withdrawn from the branches whenever they required by the RBI. So RBI के पूरा काम कौन करता है? State Bank of India. Second is bankers to the government. Government के सारे जो needs है, okay, they are taken care by the State Bank of India. Okay. सेंट्रल एज वेल एज स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, दोनों गवर्नमेंट का कौन टेक केयर करता है? दैट इज टेकन केयर बाय स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. सो हियर ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इट विल रिसीव द मनी एंड ऑल्सो इट विल डिपॉजिट, इट विल कलेक्ट द चार्जेस ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ गवर्नमेंट. जैसे कि टैक्स जब चार्ज करते हैं तो हम लोगों को कौन कौन से बैंक ये करते हैं? दे विल टेल अस टू गो टू द स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. जो भी पेंशन है, जो भी कोई भी है, इट विल कम इन स्टेट Bank of India. So all the loans whatever are there, advances are there, if government require loans, if government require advances, small Indo advances, then it is granted by the State Bank of India. That's why they are known as banker to the government के लिए मेन बैंक कौन सा है? स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. नेक्स्ट इज बैंकर्स बैंक. जो भी कमर्शियल बैंक्स विच आर ऑपरेटिंग इन आवर कंट्री, the main bank for the other banks is State Bank of India. So all the commercial banks whichever are there in a country will have an account with the State Bank of India. So here this bank is a resort to help the SBI whenever they face financial shortage. Okay, जब कोई भी shortage है तो SBI उनको help करेगा. They will also discount the bills of the commercial banks and SBI, that's why they are considered as bankers bank in only limited sense. Okay, जो जब ज़रूरत है State Bank of India उनको बहुत help करता है. So that's why they are known as bankers bank. Next is acts as a clearing agent. Now this State Bank of India will have Reserve Bank of India doesn't have any branch. Okay, उनके और branches नहीं है because there is the only one bank in the country. Okay, हमारे country में सिर्फ एक central bank है, that's why it doesn't have any branches. So SBI क्या करता है? It will act as a clearing house for them. Okay, so all the facilities and services of interbank settlement, okay, जो settlements है and any other service are taken care by State Bank of India. So that's why all the banks have their account with SBI because it is the clearing house of the country. So these are the central banking function, that is it is maintaining the currency, bankers to the government, bankers bank, act as a clearing house. So these are the 4 points which will come under the central banking function. Next is ordinary banking function. So ordinary banking functions are those which are performed by all commercial banks. जो commercial banks है हमारे country में, वो सारे banks क्या करते हैं? ये functions perform करते हैं. So these are some of the functions, and besides other functions there are specialized functions also that are taken care by State Bank of India. So first function is what? Accepting deposit from the public under current, saving, fixed and recurring deposit account. So other banks also, other commercial banks also do the same function, that is accepting deposit. Second one, advancing and lending money and opening cash credit upon the security of stocks and securities. So here they give loans also. Next, drawing, accepting, discounting, buying and selling of bill of exchange and other negotiable instruments. Okay, so here they take care of the negotiable instruments also. They are the function of negotiable instruments also. Then इन्वेस्टिंग फंड्स इन स्पेसिफिक काइंड ऑफ सिक्योरिटीज. ओके, जो फंड्स है डिपॉजिट किए हुए लोगों के फंड्स है, दे विल डिपॉजिट फॉर अ specified kind of securities. Next, advancing and lending money to the court of wards with the previous approved state government. Okay, so here this function is not performed by all the commercial banks, it is performed only by the State Bank of India. Then issuing and circulating letter of credit, these are done by all the banks. Offering remittance facilities such as demand draft, mail transfer, telegraphic transfer, etc. So Remittance is transferring money from one bank account to another bank account. Then, acting as an administrator, executor, trustee, or otherwise, it will act as an administrator, executor, mainly for the government. Okay, government of India के लिए this will act as a trustee, executor, administrator. Then, next, selling and realizing of the movable and immovable properties that come into the bank in satisfaction of claims. Okay, जब क्लेम का सेटिस्फेक्शन होता है तब ये दे कैन सेल. ओके, दे कैन रियलाइज द असेट्स, मूवेबल एंड इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टीज. Then, transacting precautionary agency business of commission stocks. Okay, they take care of commission stocks also. Next, underwriting the issue of authorized shares, debentures, and other securities. So they do the underwriting functions also. They will issue stocks, shares, and debentures to the public. Then, operate public provident fund account for general public. Okay, PPF account be they will operate. Then, it will operate non-resident external account and foreign currency account. They will provide shipping finance. Okay, if you are exporting goods, they will provide shipping finance. Then, they will promote export through export credit, provide project export finance. Okay, they will provide merchant banking facilities. They will see how many functions they have. You should at least remember 10 to 15 ordinary functions. Okay, then they will provide merchant banking function. Merchant banking functions matlab accepting, granting loans and advances. Okay, then they will provide specialized service like global link service. Then they will promote housing finance through SBI Home Finance Limited. Okay, if you want to buy a house, you can go through SBI Home Finance Limited. Okay, other community service of bankings, it provide grant to many social relevant research projects undertaken by various universities and academic institutions in the country. Even they will have the colleges. Okay, if you are taking any project which is related to the economic development or social relevant researches, then government, State Bank of India will help to finance it. Okay, then provide lease finance and project finance facilities. Then participate in lead bank scheme. The state bank may with the help of the sanction of the central government enter into negotiation for acquiring the business of any other banking institutions. Okay, so these are the ordinary functions. Then there is a promotional function. Okay, promotional function is also important. Okay, important function of State Bank of India. This will help for a country to promote the priority sectors. Okay, जो हमारे कंट्री में प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर्स है उसको प्रमोट करने के लिए they have taken some promotional functions. That is, have to provide facilities, to provide all the facilities that are required for these priority sectors. Those priority sectors are agricultural, small scale industry, weaker sections of the society, cooperative sectors, small traders, unemployed youth, others. Okay, so these are some of the priority sectors that are taken care by the State Bank of India by providing all the financial activities whatever they require. And the last one is other function. Apart from these three function, that is central banking function, promotional function, and ordinary function, State Bank of India also perform following functions. That is, they will buy gold and silver. Okay, they act as an agent of the cooperative bank. They will underwrite issue of stocks, shares, debentures, and other securities which is authorized to invest fund. Okay, they are authorized. Then it administers singly or jointly estate for any purpose as executor, trustee, and otherwise. Okay, it will draw bills of exchange and grant letter of credit payable out of India. Okay, because State Bank of India has branches outside India also. Then it buys bills of exchange payable out of India with the approval of Reserve Bank. It will subscribe, buys, acquires. Okay, whatever acquire, whatever they brought, whatever they subscribe, hold and share, sells sells the shares in the capital of the banking companies. Okay, so these are some of the ordinary functions which are performed by the State Bank of India. So State Bank of India perform many functions as a public sector bank in India, because after Reserve Bank of India, State Bank of India is given more importance by the government. That's why it performs central banking function, that is currency maintenance. Okay, it will maintain the currency. It will be acting as a banker to the government, bankers to the all commercial banks. It will act as a clearing house. It will perform ordinary functions. Okay, it will perform promotional functions to develop, grant loans or advances to the weaker sections of the society, that is agricultural, small scale industries, weaker sections of the society, cooperative sectors, small traders, unemployed youth. So for them they will have, and also apart from these three functions they will perform other functions also, which other commercial banks also perform. Okay, so here SBI has played a very important role in the development of the economy. They will provide loans to the small scale industries. They will provide loans to which are payable, which are free of interest. Okay, that is for 5 to 7 years. They have initiated helping the industries by granting consultancy services. Okay, they which are free of charge. Okay, they have given, they have conducted training or programs that will improve technical and managerial skills of employees. So here the growth of SBI is tremendous as compared to the past year. Okay, it is growing and growing. So that's why State Bank of India has played a very important role in the economic development of the country. Next we will see what is nationalization. So here nationalization मतलब क्या है. So यहाँ पे क्या होता है, जो भी प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्री है, ओके, वट एवर प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्री में, वेदर इट कैन बी अ बैंक और वेदर इट कैन बी अ जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी, कोई भी हो. सो व्हेन मोस्ट ऑफ द shares are taken over by the government, that is national government, central government or state government, it is known as nationalization. So here whatever the assets है, organization है, which are taken by the government, okay, it can be in audience or it can be in the kind of order. Okay, when it's taken by the government it is known as nationalization. Okay, so here हमारे country में भी, as I told you, when Imperial Bank got nationalized, State Bank of India came into existence. Okay, so here nationalization is very important. Okay, nationalization important होता है because it comes under the control of government, and when it comes under the control of government and when it is supervised by the government, there are chances that our economy will grow in a very good way. Okay, so that's why nationalization is very important. So let's see what are the objectives behind nationalization of banks in India. Why nationalization is important? First is social welfare. Okay, so here हमारे कंट्री में बहुत सारे सेक्टर्स है. ओके, सो यर दो सेक्टर्स आर एग्रीकल्चरल, स्मॉल एंड विलेज इंडस्ट्रीज विच रिक्वायर फंड. ओके, और ये प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंकिंग, दे आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन प्रोवाइडिंग फंड्स टू सच वीकर सेक्शंस और सच सेक्टर्स ऑफ द कंट्री. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट nationalization is important. When government have the stake, then they can easily provide fund to such people. Okay, next is controlling private monopoly. So prior to nationalization, what was there? Most of the business, banking business was controlled by the private banking houses. Okay, so here and corporate families, जो बड़े बड़े businessmen थे, उनके खुद के banks थे. So they were having monopoly in the market. To reduce this monopoly, to ensure smooth supply of credit to the society at a desirable section. So what is before nationalization what was there, ये जो कॉर्पोरेट बैंक्स जो थे, मतलब जो पर्सनल बैंक्स थे या बड़े बड़े लोगों के जो बैंक्स थे, what they used to do, they used to provide loan only to few people whom they know, okay, whom they see where they can earn profit, but they were not providing loans to the weaker section, agricultural sector को या small industry जो उनके लोन कोई प्रोवाइड नहीं करता था, they were providing only to the rich class of people. So for that nationalization was very important. Next, why nationalization was important? Expansion of banking. So once there was a nationalization, okay, when nationalization came into existence, okay, before nationalization it was inadequate, okay, so once nationalization came in the country, what happened, there was the expansion of the banking by opening new branches, okay, in the areas where there was no banks, okay. So when nationalization came, government started expanding their business by opening new branches in the rural areas. So that's why there was an expansion of banking in the country. Next is reducing regional imbalance. So here what was happening, there was urban area and rural area. So only urban areas was developing because private sector bank is to give loans to the city people only. So they were not giving loans to the rural areas. So when nationalization came, there was regional imbalance जो था वो reduce हो गया because when nationalization came into existence, what happened, there was branches which was opened in the rural areas also, and the all facilities were provided. So when rural areas started developing with the help of the bank, there was regional imbalance which was reduced. Next is प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर लैंडिंग, ओके, यहाँ पे जो प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर्स है, दोज आर द अलाइड एक्टिविटीज विच हैज़ लार्जर कंट्रीब्यूटर टू द नेशनल इनकम. सो दे वर द वीकर सेक्शंस ऑफ द सोसाइटी, एग्रीकल्चरल सेक्टर. सो दिस sectors were not having any loan facility. Nobody was providing loans to such people, but these sectors are very important for the development of the economy. So here when nationalization came, priority sector lending came into existence. So here agricultural sectors and other sectors were given loan facilities provided with the loans after nationalization. So because of this, nationalization was very important. Develop banking habit. So in our country only few people provided with this banking facilities. So when nationalization came in India, more than 70% of the population used to ये जो हमारे कंट्री में क्या है, more than 70% of the people stay in the rural areas. So it was necessary to develop banking habits among such people by having a branch in that country, in that place, in that area. So that's why nationalization of the bank was important. So when these banks were nationalized, okay, हमारे कंट्री में जब बैंक nationalize हुए, so there was many achievements that took place after nationalization. So before nationalization our country was not growing, okay. After nationalization there was many achievements that took place. So first achievement was branch expansion. So initially most of the bank was having branches mainly in the cities and big towns, but after nationalization the branches got expanded to the village and rural areas also, okay. So there was branches in rural areas, so both the urban as well as rural area was developed. Then expansion of bank deposit. So first, as I told you, बैंकिंग हैबिट्स वॉज ओनली बैंकिंग के जो हैबिट्स थे दे वर ओनली टेकन अप बाय द सिटी पीपल एंड बिग टाउन पीपल. रूरल एरियाज देयर वॉज नो द बैंकिंग हैबिट दैट वॉज टेकन. देयर वॉज मनी लेंडर्स, गोल्ड स्मिथ हु वर डूइंग द बैंकिंग एक्टिविटीज. सो आफ्टर नेशनलाइजेशन द branches were set up and banking habits was increased. So when banking habits increased, what happened, bank deposit also increased by 200 times. So when development of banking habits increase, the bank deposit also increase. So this was the second achievement, that the expansion of the bank deposit. Second one is credit expansion. So credit expansion is what here. This credit expansion became more when nationalization came in the country. So here this loans were provided to the industry, trade and agricultural sectors also, which are in large scale in our country. Okay, so when this started, when nationalization came, these sections were also given loan. Then investment in government securities. This nationalized bank जो है, they are expected to provide finance to the economic plans of the country to purchase of government security. बैंक कैसे हेल्प करते हैं हमारे कंट्री को डेवलप करने के लिए? by purchasing government securities. So once nationalization, जो भी nationalized बैंक है, they are given this right to purchase the government securities. देन एडवांसेस टू प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर्स. हमारे कंट्री में बहुत सारे प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर्स है. दोज आर एग्रीकल्चरल, स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज, रोड एंड वाटर ट्रांसपोर्ट, रिटेल, स्मॉल बिजनेस. सो दिस सेक्टर्स आर गिवन लोन्स सो दैट दे डेवलप. एंड वंस दे डेवलप, बिकॉज हमारे कंट्री में मोस्ट ऑफ द सेक्टर मतलब जो मेन हमारे जो सिटी एरियाज़ में है या फाइनेंशियल एरिया डेवलपिंग सेक्टर्स में थोड़ा ही पार्ट ये ऑक्यूपाई करता है, लेकिन लार्ज पार्ट इज़ ऑक्यूपाइड बाय द एग्रीकल्चरल सेक्टर्स. ओके, सो जब यहाँ पे लोन एडवांस करते हैं या लोन देते हैं, व्हाट विल हैपन, दिस सेक्टर्स विल स्टार्ट ग्रोइंग. एंड वंस दिस सेक्टर स्टार्ट ग्रोइंग, व्हाट विल हैपन, हमारी कंट्री स्लोली डेवलप होती जाएगी. Next is social banking poverty alleviation program. Social banking is what? Here commercial bank, what they do after nationalization, they have taken some programs that was launched by the government which helped in social banking. When social banking was started, poverty started alleviating. Okay, then different interest scheme. Okay, so here after nationalization in the year 1972, different interest scheme was introduced. So here public sectors banks जो है, they have started providing loans at 4% interest rate. Okay, what they have started, they provided loan with a. So next is growing importance of small customers. So here recently we have seen small customers जो है उनका deposit slowly started growing. Okay, small customers have started giving more importance to the commercial banking. So here this importance was seen in the recent year when small people started having their bank account in the commercial banks. Okay, next is diversification in banking. So first there was the old system of banking which was taken place, but because of this nationalization they have taken a new and progressive way of banking system. Next, see how much advantages we have gained after nationalization. Next is globalization. When our economy became liberalized, what happened? There was inflow of foreign investment, frequency in exports. So this introduced the element of globalization in the country. We started having branches outside the country also. We started exporting. So there was globalization in the country. Next is profit making. After nationalization, what happened? Banks were able to make profit in addition to the achieving economic and social objectives. Apart from the social and economic objectives, after nationalization, bank also started gaining profit. Next is safety. when government gives importance to the safety of the bank, the RBI exercises control over these banks and safeguard of the depositors interest. So after nationalization, what happened, this nationalized bank came under the control of Reserve Bank of India, and when it came under the control of Reserve Bank of India, यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, RBI started controlling this. Okay, जब रिजर्व बैंक का अंडर कंट्रोल होता है तो there is a safety of the people's deposit. So RBI is main intention is what, to safeguard the interest of the depositor. Next is advances under self employment scheme. So public sector bank plays a very important role in promoting the employment through advances to the unemployed. Okay, advances देता है by how IRDP, JGSY, etc. So these are the some of the scheme which are people who are unemployed, उनका employment देने के लिए these schemes are introduced. This was introduced only after the nationalization. So nationalization has played a very important role in the economic development of the country. Okay, so these are some of the advantages, or these are some of the importance why nationalization was so important, achievements of nationalization of the banks. In the next class we will see what are the arguments for and argument against nationalization of the bank.